10 seconds. Give me an answer.
Does anybody have anything?
Guess. 7.
No. Nobody.
8. I'm packing these bad boys.
All right, guys.
There's nothing behind that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The word disappointed.
Disappointed.
Okay, guys, look. How can I make? We don't know the cost of either one, right? I need to make 2 equations. Okay, so let's say 2 popcorn and 2 small drinks. The first one, right? Okay. So 3 popcorn plus what? 2 drinks. I don't know what they cost. What do they add up to? 21 smacks. Bucks. $21. You say swag, I can't say.
Smacks is like you're getting hair.
No, it isn't. Swags is like Mike Weasley wagging her little pugtail like this. Okay. What's my other one going to be? Large popcorn. So what? 1P equals what? Or plus, excuse me. 4 drinks. How much did that equal, guys? 17.
Do you have a pug or a puggle?
Pug.
I have a puggle.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does it look like a pug or not really?
No, she's just fat, so you can't really tell what she is. Like she looks.
A
like
puggle is a
pug.
beagle and a pug mix.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Out of all 4 of these, wouldn't it make sense? See the 1 popcorn over there? Wouldn't it make sense to subtract 4D and then have P equal something over here? You guys remember we did that? So I'm going to look at this right here. So I'm going to just subtract 4D. So I have this. Okay? You guys should be writing this down. This is we have a quiz on this stuff Friday. Okay, so now what's this called again? Okay, so I'm going to substitute what? That in where? You guys see that right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 times 17 minus 4D plus 2D. So I just have D, right? Okay, help me out here with the math. Get your calculators flying. What's 3 times 17? 51. Did you say 200?
I don't know. It's just.
What's that? Minus 12D plus 2D equals 21. Okay, what now? Combine your D's there. What's wrong?
2 people.
Did the homework?
2 people did the homework in my class.
2? 2?
He needs the M&Ms.
Yeah, you need some M&Ms. You need an extra
I
bag.
got it. I got
So you
it.
have to
Small.
send
I got the thing. My head.
2 people. It's not a reflection on you, Mr. Lambert.
We're just trying to make it into college.
All right, guys, what can I do here? Guys, this is pretty serious. Nobody even came close to getting this. What do I do? We got to focus here. What do you got, Austin? What's negative 12 plus 2?
10. Negative 10. Numbers.
Now what? Yeah, Mace. You can.
Oh yeah. Good job, Ellen.
Subtract 51. What's that equal?
Negative 31.
Negative 31. And what now?
You divided the divide and the 10 on both sides.
Now, we're dealing with money, right? So what is this? It's money.
$3.
Oh, it's negative 30. I apologize. You're right. You're right. So what is it? $3. So what does this mean? The drink was what, guys? The drink was $3. The drink was $3. Okay? Now, remember we talked about, we saw this one to plug in, so that's where I want to plug in what I got for my drink. I need to figure out how much popcorn was. Right there. Figure it out. Go. You guys should be able to tell me how much popcorn was. How much, Austin? $5. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Okay, so it's basically what? 17 minus 12, $5. So my popcorn.
Oh, wait, wouldn't it be 12.4 though? Because it was
Why?
3.4. Because it was 3.4.
No, it was 3.
Oh, yeah, I see.
It was 3.
That's why. It's okay, I wasn't
Okay, we're gonna have to do a couple of these, right? Which ones? Which
We'll
one?
start the last, most of them, if they did aim right, they did the early ones right, so the last 2 or 3.
Right here, like
13
these.
and 14.
Okay.
At least one of them.
All right, guys.
Alright, make sure you get this down as Mr. Parker does.
Guys, which one do you want to do? How many want to see 13? 13, 14. Nobody gives a crap. I'll do 14. All right, we'll do 14. Now, you know what? We'll do 13 since you don't care. All right. Now, which one of these 4 guys has a 1 in front of it? So, this one's easy to solve for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maya, how do I solve this one for X? What am I going to do? Add 5 1. Very good.
Oh, that makes sense.
How do you get 7
Oh.
You need to write this down.
Okay, is everybody okay with that? I just added 5y. So 5y minus 29 equals x. I need to take that and sub it into my top equation. So instead of 2 times x, it's going to be what? 2 times the quantity 5y minus 29. 2 5y minus 29 minus 3y equals negative 9.
Yeah, I like it so much.
Okay. Juan, help me distribute here, brother. What do you got? Well, just help me distribute.
And y minus negative 58.
Well, just minus 58, right?
A little bit.
What like terms can I combine there? Jeff?
You can combine the 10 and the negative 3.
What's
Y.
10y minus 3y?
7.
Are you guessing or telling me?
What's the negative 3?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, now what? Go ahead. What do you got?
7y equals 49.
Okay, Lindsay, what now?
Divide 7 by 6.
And what do you got?
It's 7.
Now, remember, excuse me, remember we have to write our answer in what? Ordered pair? Okay. Now we did all this work. Guys, x equals 5y minus 29. I got what y equals. This is where I want to sub. This is where I want to sub. Okay, here's my work right through here. Where did I lose you right there solving for y?
7y minus 58 equals 89.
Got to add 58 to both sides.
Put your 58 down. Equals.
All right.
I got it. Huh?
Now,
It's 10 minus 3.
so instead of 5 times y, what do I got here? 5 times 7?
You want to do that? These are on the same side, equal sign, right? Here's no equal sign,
What's 5 times 7?
right? If they're on
Addie?
the same side, you just do whatever the sign says.
35.
You only do the opposite, but go from the others to the other side. Since they're on the same side, you just combine those numbers.
No, I understand.
Still with you,
Oh,
Addison.
Now you have 58.
6.
There's our ordered pair 6, 7. 6, 7. Guys, with the notes we gave you, if you don't understand, you need to go back and what? Look at the video. And guys, you know what? If you YouTubed how do you solve systems equations by substitution, I bet you could find countless examples. I'm serious. If you don't know how to do it, you can find a way to do it.
He's exactly right. These ones here that have, okay, it takes a little extra work when you don't understand. So a lot of you are saying, hey, I didn't understand it. The ones that are highlighted, they do those problems for you in the book. Remember we talked about they have videos on the ebook? Go to the ebook. It'll do that exact problem or one exactly similar to it. So you have options. You are allowed to go to call up the video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You can fast forward to a certain problem and go through that. Okay, so, you know, coming in here and not understanding and then not doing those things, you got to do a little bit on your own. Okay, you got to do a little bit on your own. And we're kind of here, and it does get a little more difficult. Yeah, I didn't get to collect those.
That's all right.
So you just got to be able to go through some things and figure them out if you're not getting the answers.
Hey guys, something else too. Mr. D, I get here about 6:30 every morning. Mr. D-Lap gets here shortly after that. You can come to either of us and we will help you.
We can find time. Third period, I have academic lab.
I have time 5th period,
We all have time we can make for you.
6th period. We can have after school pizza party.
Okay, that should be positive. And then divide by 7, positive 7. That'll change your other answer. Okay, on those guided notes, we're gonna come back to this one. I want to do the other ones first. And so and this is going to be similar to Friday. Substitution, replace. Substitute means you replace with something of equal value. Go ahead, Mason. We need to get one of the variables by itself. So what I mean by that is we need it, and I'm making this up, don't write this down. So if I have 3x equals 3y minus 1, that's x is by itself. I can substitute 3y minus 1 in for x. If I would have y equals 2x minus 5, those would be good cases. I don't have x or y by itself. A few of you, you don't always have to get y by itself. It could be either one. Sometimes it's easier for the y, sometimes it's easier for the x. As you look at both equations, I don't have x or y by itself. Which one do I want to get by itself? Which one would be the easiest? Right. In which equation, the first or second? First one. All right, I'm going to agree with it. When I do substitution, I like to rewrite both of them next to each other. I like to do that, like next to each other. Sometimes you got to do a step or two extra to make your life a little bit easier. So I would do that. Go ahead and write them down. And then you can go right to the right there because you got a lot of room to the right. Hey, what do we got? Who's is that? Addison. All right, does she have a swap? All right.
Hi, Mr. Vito.
Hi, Cece. How are you?
Doing good. How are
You're
you?
a little happy.
Just excited to be here.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. What are we about? Substitution.
Don't you love it?
Gets me going every time.
All right. They need, some of them need a little help. You might be willing helper.
Don't forget to substitute it.
There we go. That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
All right. How am I gonna get that y, Ryan, by itself? What do you think?
Did you add 2x?
All right. So I'm gonna add 2x plus 2x plus 2x. So that gives me y equals. Ryan, now slow down before you write anything. Tell me what to write, Ryan.
2x minus 5.
All right. I would put 2x minus 5. I like to write the x first, so it's 2x minus 5. Now, I think Mr. Parker did this Friday. Y equals that. So over here, I have a y. I can take that y out and put what in its place? Jeff, what in its place?
A 1?
No. What does y equal over here?
Oh, 2x.
No.
2x minus 5.
2x minus 5. It's got to equal the whole thing. So I can take that y out and put what in its place?
2x minus 5.
Okay. Austin?
Ours is different.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's
ours
the difference?
Ours is 7. The y on yours is R7.
All right, make that a y. Make that 7 a y. Okay. See where it says 3x minus 7, make that a y. Sorry about that. Okay, it shouldn't be 2 7s. All right, so now you can take this y out. Jeff, you just said I'm going to take that y out. Now, if there's a minus sign here, you have to, when we take that y out, we're going to put in 2x minus 5. You got to put it in parentheses. You got to put it in parentheses. Now, this is an equation. This is a chapter 1 equation that we need to solve. All right, how do I handle that negative in front of that parentheses? All right, Damien, you remember? And so tell me what to write. Before you write anything, let us hear what he has to say. We don't want to write it and then erase it. Okay, don't distribute the 3x because there's a 3x right next to the parentheses. No, there's a sign in between. Now remember, if there's a negative, Mason, what do you got for me?
Negative 2x. No, 3x minus negative 2x.
Then what about the 5?
And then you do plus 5.
Okay, there's a negative 1 there. We treat it as a minus 1. Even though there's no 1 there, you put it there. So the 3x is separated with that sign. So don't distribute 3x. We're going to distribute the negative 1. So like Mason said, Mason was correct. It's going to become 3x minus 2x. But this becomes a plus 5. Okay. All right, Ellie, this is where you got a little bit messed up on the last one. These are both on the same side. So what's 3x minus 2x give me? Just 1x. So this is going to be x plus 5 equals 7. I still got to figure out what x is. So what do I do from there? I got to subtract what?
5.
Yep, subtract 5. So I get x equals 2. I still need to figure out what the y is. Still need to figure out what the y is. Alex, do you want to do?
Divide.
Divide what by what, I guess.
Oh, wait, no.
Hey, right over here on this right-hand side, don't you have y equals 2x minus 5?
Yeah.
Do we know what x equals?
Yeah, you put in
2 times 2 minus 5.
You put it, yep, you put the X, you take the X out and we substitute what in for it?
Sure.
2. And what do I get when I do 2 times 2 minus 5? What do I end up with?
-1.
-1. All right. Now, everything is great, hunky-dory, but you got to make sure you write your answer down correctly as an ordered pair. X always goes first. So it's going to be the ordered pair 2 comma -1. 2 comma -1. So 2 and -1, when I plug those in, got to make both of those true. Change that. If there was a 7 there, make that a Y. All right, let's go to number 2, or that bottom one there. Then we'll go back up to the top. I wanted to do these first. All right, we're doing substitution. All right, what's the little bit of a problem we got? Anybody tell me?
They're not minus.
What's that, Ellen?
None of them are minus.
None of them are by themselves. That's exactly the problem. So, all right, last time here, we had a Y. All I had to do was move something to get it by itself. That's a lot easier. This one, you're going to come across a problem or two. That doesn't mean we can't do it. Here's what I would tell you to do is take a look. So start with the 4 with the X. And take a look at the coefficients. Will 4 go into 2 and 26 evenly? Just do that. Will 4 divide into 2 evenly? No. Will 4 go into 26 evenly? Not evenly. If 26 divided by 4 is not a whole number. Will 2 go into 4 evenly? Will 2 go into 26 evenly? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to solve that one for Y. That's kind of the best way to go about that. So I'm going to put this one over here to the side, and I'm going to take 4x plus 2y equals 26. Now, you could solve for any of the variables. You would just end up possibly with fractions. Just makes it a little bit messier, but it is solvable. I'm trying to take the least messy route. All right, I don't have y by itself yet. What do I still got to do?
I have a question. What
Sure.
if you did 2x and 22, because wouldn't it still divide into it evenly?
Yes, so I could either solve this one for y or that one for x. And if 2 people did it, you still get the same answer. Okay, it's not, one's not correct and the other's not wrong. Okay. All right, how do I get that y by itself? Mason.
Minus 4x on the side.
Good, minus 4x. So let's do that. So I get 2y equals, and I'm going to put that as negative 4x plus 26. And now I'm going to divide each piece by 2. Go ahead and do that. Okay, what happens when we divide? Mason?
Y equals negative 2x plus 13.
Negative 2x plus 13. Okay, so now we have y is equal to that. You always have to go to the other equation, never to the one we just worked with. So the other equation is the second one. I'm going to take that y out. And Jeff, what am I going to put in its place?
Negative 2x plus 13.
Right, am I going to find the slope?
No.
No. Okay, good.
So it's -5.
I like to rewrite it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that y out. And I get put plus 4. And then whatever I substitute in, if it's more than one term, I'm definitely putting it in parentheses. All right, now I'm going to stop and just wait, get caught up so that, you don't try and rush. Good.
Oops, you guys okay?
Okay, now we distribute the what? Jenna, what do I distribute?
2x.
No, you don't distribute the 2x. Here's how you don't, that because you have this big plus sign in between here.
Oh, I read.
All right, we'll write it correctly. What's the number right next to the parentheses? It is the 4. Distribute the 4 then. All right, Jenna, what am I going to get when I distribute that 4?
-8x.
Okay, so I'm gonna write the 2x first, and then you're right. Then it's gonna give me minus 8x. Then what?
26 plus 26.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How'd you get 26? What's 4 times 13?
52.
That sounds a lot better. All right, Diana, you caught up?
Yep.
What do I do now?
Subtract 2x from negative.
What does it give me?
Negative 6x.
Good. You do 2 minus 8 gives you negative 6x plus 52 equals 22. Gavin, I think you might have had something different back there. You got the same thing I got?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay, what do I do now?
you subtract 52 on both sides.
Okay. And then what's that give me?
Negative 6x equals 30. I'm at negative 30.
And now divide by what?
Negative 6.
And we get what?
5.
All right, for some reason I thought you had a 1 there. So you must have. All right, x equals 5. Mason, tell me what to do next.
You plug in the 5 for x.
Good. You go back to this y equals. Y equals. Y is all by itself. Negative 2x plus 13. And we can take out the x. This is just another case of substitution. Put the 5 in its spot. So I get y equals negative 2 times 5 plus 3. Negative 10 plus 3, I believe, is negative 7. And so my final answer is the ordered pair 5, 7. Matt.
-7.
Negative 7.
Isn't it 13, not 3?
13.
Three times.
Good thing you're here. We were lost without you.
It could be 3.
So that should be plus 13 plus 13. So it should be what, 3?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Thank you. All right, so now we're good. And you can plug both of those in and test them. All right, let's do the back to the one on top. Systems of equations end up, you use system equations to solve a lot of word type problems. Okay, not just in this section, but in other sections as well. Just kind of in general, if you have a word problem, a lot of times you can create a system of equations. All right, well, you got Club A, charges $10 for memberships and $3 per movie rental. Video Club B charges $15 for membership and $2 per movie rental. For how many movie rentals will the cost be the same at both video clubs? What is that cost? All right, so for Club A, I'm going to say cost equals, and for Club B, cost equals. All right, for Club A, give me an equation or finish that statement for the cost equals. What would it be? Lucas, what do you think?
3x plus 10.
3x plus 10. Yes, because it's $3 per movie rental. 3x plus 10. If you wrote 10 plus 3x equivalent, that's okay for this one. All right, how about Club B? Lucas, keep going.
2x plus 15.
2x plus 15. All right, make sure everybody gets that. Now, a lot of you might have automatically kind of mentally just put them together. What you did there, put them equal to each other. What you did there was technically substitution. There, we want to know where the costs are the same. For both of these, I know I got C by itself, so I can take this 3x plus 10, plug it in for that C. That's the exact same thing as just setting those two equal to each other. So you're going to say 3x plus 10 equals 2x plus 15. And we're going to solve it. All right, Alex, what do you think I need to do to solve it?
Minus 10.
Let's move the x's on the same side first. So which one's the little guy?
2.
2. So what am I going to do with that? Add it, subtract it.
Subtract it.
Subtract 2x to both sides. Yep, that's what we want to do. Subtract 2x. 3x minus 2x is x, plus 10 equals 15. Now I'm going to subtract 10. And I get x equals 5. All right, as always with these type of problems, you got to make sure that you actually answer the question. Sometimes you get to this point and you're just done, but you haven't addressed the question. For how many movies will the cost be the same? Okay, what's my answer for that one? Okay, Lucas.
The answer, the equation.
The answer to how many movies will the cost be the same at both video clubs?
5 movies.
5 movies. So the cost will be the same. Is that more rain?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's supposed to turn to snow later.
Is it?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop 20 degrees while we're in school.
Woo. All right, everybody take a look. What is that cost? Okay, so see if you can figure that out on your own. What will that cost be?
Tired. Oh, it looks nice out.
It's a substitution. Also,
We'll cut it down a little bit.
Sorry.
Addison, did you figure out the cost?
For Club B, I'm just confused, like, how to find it, like.
does it matter which one?
Okay, are you okay with how we found 5 movies?
Would I put like the 5 in for the
What?
X?
Yeah, what's 3 times 5?
15.
What's 15 plus 10?
25. Oh, 20.
15 plus 10 is?
Wait, is it 35 times 5?
Yeah. 15 plus 10,
25.
25. What's 2 times 5?
What? Oh, 10.
What's 10 plus 15?
25.
25. Doesn't matter which one you plug it into. Cost equals $25. All right, now Mr. Parker's handing out some problems. I'm going to cut it down. You're not going to do the whole thing because I want to make sure you got to do it. And if you don't understand it, you've got to look at the notes or you got to review, the last couple of days. So I'm going to now number 1 just says tell it the order pairs solution. You got to substitute it in. I do want you to graph number 3. I'm just going to give you 1 through 9 odd. Okay, we're just doing 1 through 9 odd. Okay, that's it. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 5 problems. Put all your focus into those 5 problems. Okay, don't do the even ones. Leave them go. We may or may not do them tomorrow. Just depends on how you do on these. Follow directions. See what you come up with. Okay? 1 through 9 odd. Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Oh my God, my first exam is art.